Okay, everybody, this is the last introduction video that I'm going to have for you, and this one is specifically over getting help, and the Getting Help tab that's in MyLabs Plus. I know that in an online shell or in an online course, you can feel a little isolated. You can feel like it's difficult to get help, and maybe that it's just difficult to actually reach out for that help. But I want to let you know that please don't let that be the case. Please reach out to me as soon as you have a question, any kind of a question, a content question, a technical question, a navigating MLP question, a general question about Heartland and where you can find certain information, I am happy to get back to you and will get back to you as quickly as I possibly can on any of those things. And if I don't know the answer, I will try to point you to the person who will know that answer. That being said, I am not your only resource for help, so there are a lot of other things that you can also do for yourself if I am not available as quickly as you need me to be, or if you're just looking for an alternative. So other options for content questions, of course you could ask your classmates. Now that's a little bit difficult when you don't see them and you may not know them very well. You'll see names on the discussion boards, so you may realize that you do know someone in the course. And you can also use those discussion boards to communicate back and forth. So please, when you make your discussion post on any given week, don't let that be your only interaction there. Go back, read what other people are saying, and see if anyone has responded to you. And that could be a great way to link up with someone in the course. There is a multimedia library for resources on specific topics in the e-text, so there's a link right here for that multimedia library. There's also another link way down at the bottom of your navigation bar over here. So check that out if you have questions about content. There are also some applets that are added into our course, so you can check those out again if you have a question. Definitely make use of Heartland's tutoring services. We offer tutoring at Normal, Lincoln, and Pontiac. So I've included a video about tutoring services here. They also offer online tutoring. So I know you are taking an online class for a reason. Please reach out to them for online tutoring as well. Pearson does have tutoring services, so you could utilize that. And there is also an online help link here for just general information about navigating the course. If you do have questions about StatCrunch specifically, there are some tutorials here and also a StatCrunch study card. Remember also that I will always have StatCrunch commands listed in our tabs over here for any unit in which we are using StatCrunch. So you can refer to any of those things. Our tutors also are somewhat familiar with using StatCrunch, so they might be able to help you with that as well. And then here's always a biggie, is what do I do if I have an issue with my computer and or the MLP website? And sometimes it's hard to distinguish which of those is happening. Is it my computer or is it the website? Always, please, always try one of or both of these first two options before reaching out for more help. I have found over using MyLabs Plus for 9 years now that usually one of these things fixes a majority of the problems. First option, just try using a different browser. If you are using Chrome, try Firefox. If you are using Firefox, try Chrome or Internet Explorer. Safari, if you are using a Mac, I have a Mac. If you are using Safari, it is notorious for giving issues with MyLabs Plus specifically, and I don't really know why. So if you have a Mac, I strongly recommend also downloading at least Chrome and possibly even Firefox. Just have several browsers to choose from, so if one day MyLabs Plus has decided it's not going to play nice with one of them, you have other options that are already ready to go for you. Option number 2 is try clearing the browsing data, which could be the cache or the cookies, on your current browser. So whatever browser you're using, if that's the one you really like and you'd prefer not to switch, if you don't have to, try clearing that browsing data. MyLabs Plus stores a lot of browsing data, and sometimes you just need to clear that out in order for it to get it back up and running. Okay, so try those two things first. If those two things don't work, there is a online student support page. There is an email for Pearson, and there is a Pearson tech support phone number. If it's something that you email me about and I can't figure it out, and it's something that I am not familiar with, what I'm going to send you back is I'm going to send you this phone number. Usually being on the phone with Pearson gets your issue resolved. They can kind of help you with issues that are both of their website and also issues that it might just be your computer, a setting you have on your computer that's not working properly. And then you can also search their knowledge base. And then one last thing here is if you are struggling with math anxiety, okay, we all know that exists. Anxiety exists, and math anxiety is pretty prominent and pretty prevalent. There are some videos about overcoming math anxiety provided here through Pearson. Also know that this is something that I would personally say that I have struggled with before. Anxiety over testing specifically. Please don't feel like you can't reach out to me about things like that. Also, we have great counseling services here at Heartland. If it's something that you feel is really keeping you down in the class, then I would strongly encourage you to reach out to our counseling services to see what options they could provide you. But most of all, don't just sit there and struggle. Reach out to me or to someone to get your questions answered and to get help. And I can't stress that much enough.